Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Perkins, a board certified OBGYN, and today we're talking about, does PCOS cause weight gain? In this video, we'll first review PCOS, then we'll talk about how PCOS contributes to weight gain, and we'll end by talking about how to manage PCOS weight gain. Come on and dive in. PCOS is by far the most common hormonal condition that any reproductive female may encounter. That's pretty heavy. In general, I believe that there are more people with PCOS than are accounted for. Many with PCOS may struggle with other medical conditions as well, as they are somehow intertwined. For instance, many may have thyroid issues, which is another hormonal problem as well. Some may have metabolic changes and issues as well, or even diabetes, which is another condition that is linked with hormones. Having PCOS does not mean that you are stuck and frozen forever. It means that this is a time for us to explore other ways to try to achieve health and wellness, and we do this by applying strategies that will help us on this journey. So does PCOS cause weight gain? The short answer is yes. And it does this in several different ways. PCOS in general is associated with having hormonal imbalances. What does this mean? Well, it means that out of all of the 50 different hormones, and really more than 50 that we have in our system, having an imbalance will cause some hormones to be higher than they should and others to be lower. And since hormones communicate with each other, if some are too high or too low, they influence each other. You'll know this is happening because of symptoms that you'll experience, such as noticing that you have excessive hair growth on your body. That may look like having hairier arms than normal. It may look like having hair underneath your chin. Sometimes you may have to laser them off, or you pluck them or cut them. Either way, it is atypical for you to have that as a female. Sometimes the hormonal imbalances may lead to you skipping periods. This means that you're not having regular ovulation. And if you're not ovulating, you may not be as fertile as you desire. Now, while all of these things may be happening, know that they're linked with weight gain and your hormones. 70 to 80% of women with PCOS have insulin resistance, as per the American Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Insulin resistance, therefore, is a large part of PCOS and something that really needs to be controlled in order for you to lose weight. Having higher insulin levels absolutely may lead to having difficulty losing weight, but really gaining weight, especially when your lifestyle really hasn't changed that drastically to cause the amount of weight that you typically may gain. Having higher insulin levels may also increase your appetite, and your hunger cues may change drastically. This may also lead to you having much more cravings, especially for carbohydrates, which are the things that you typically will not process well, and this leads to weight gain. Having hormonal imbalances may also lead to a lower metabolism. If your metabolism has slowed, this means that you may store more as fat rather than use them for energy. Having hormonal imbalances and insulin resistance may also lead to inflammation in your system that becomes quite chronic. In general, if you were to have a short bout of inflammation because you ate something that threw your system off, or you may have a quick cold or something that caused your body to be inflamed for a short period of time, that's okay, and that is something that you can easily recover from. However, if you have chronic inflammation wherein your cells and your organs are working constantly to try to get back to homeostasis, is trying to get back to a normal level of normalcy, it may cause you to have more hormonal imbalances that will lead to weight gain. We all have some degree of stress, and stress is well known to cause weight gain, especially in those with PCOS. Insulin resistance may also cause an imbalance between your estrogens and your progesterones. All of these things that we have just discussed will lead to having weight gain in the presence of PCOS. According to a study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism, approximately 40 to 80% of women with PCOS are overweight or obese. This statistic highlights the connection between weight gain and PCOS. According to the Endocrine Society, the prevalence of PCOS has increased by about 25% over the past decade. That is a lot. And unfortunately, I do believe that in the next 5 to 10 years, that number will continue to rise at the same pace, which means many more people will be dealing with PCOS and other hormonal conditions as well. So what can you do to manage PCOS and the weight gain associated with it? Well, here are some effective strategies. The first is to eat a well-balanced diet. Now, this can be much harder to do than it is for me to say it right now. And that's because we're tempted by things all day, every day, right? There is a chip here, a donut here. There is all the sweet smelling goodness when you walk down the street and you walk by a store or a bakery. And I get it. It is difficult and it's challenging to lose weight, especially when you have insulin resistance and PCOS. But it is possible. Eating well requires dedication. It requires being committed to eating well every day that you wake up, but it can be done. It means that you're hydrating well, you're resting well, that you're decreasing stress, that you are involved in physical activity that will challenge your system on a regular basis. And all this can be done so that you can get to a place of hormonal balance. If you've tried things and strategies before that didn't work for you, I do have a 7-day challenge that helps to guide you in the right direction. And if you're interested in knowing more about that, click the link below in the description right below this video, and I'll be more than happy to share that information with you. And as a bonus, if you're just like, well, I'm not necessarily needing assistance, however, I'd love to know how my lifestyle can improve so that I can create more balance in my life. I have a free, that's right, free quiz for you to help you understand this process and exactly where you are. Click the link right below this video and you'll be able to access both of these things to your convenience. I hope you've learned something today. It's been my pleasure talking with you today about weight gain and PCOS. Please share this information with someone who would like to learn just the same as you are. I'm Dr. Perkins again. Thank you so much for being here today.